The man swallowed a handful of sleeping pills and quickly passed out on the ground. But his landlord came in and found him. Then he tried to jump into the river, but by chance there was a rescue team right there at the riverbank. Even death itself refused to take him. When he woke up in the hospital bed, he saw a man smoking beside him. He was confused, but when a nurse came over to get him to quit smoking, a cigarette suddenly appeared in his own hand. What was even stranger was that only he could see this man. From the day he jumped into the river, he gained the ability to see ghosts. Later, he saw 4 more ghosts, a gluttonous young boy who never stopped eating, a man addicted to cigarettes, an elderly man who drank all day, and a woman who loved to cry. Once they discovered that only Joey could see them, they started following him everywhere. They wanted to borrow his body to experience what it felt like to be alive one more time. But the chain-smoking man possessed his body and smoked 100 packs of cigarettes in one sitting. The moment he stopped, the boy took over and stuffed himself with junk food from the refrigerator until he nearly threw up. Then, when the old man possessed him, he downed over 20 bottles of hard liquor. Only the crying woman never took control of his body. But every morning when Joey woke up, he found her lying beside him, silently staring at him. Within days, Joey's body had completely collapsed. He went to find a master for help, but the master said, "You can't get rid of ghosts. They'll only leave once you help them fulfill their unfinished wishes." So Joey rushed home and started asking them what they wanted. The old man's wish was the simplest. He wanted to return an old camera. Joey retrieved the camera from the police station and returned it to the old man's old friend, letting him relive his youth. The young boy's wish was the purest. He wanted to finish watching an animated film he'd been dying to see. Joey laughed as he watched the entire movie with him, even buying him a plush toy. The third wish was from the man who loved to smoke. He wanted to drive a taxi one more time. He possessed Joey's body and took the car for a drive. He was about to light a cigarette, but suddenly remembered that smoking was bad for your health. So he threw the cigarette out the window. A police officer saw this and asked him for his license, but he had no license, so he was taken to the police station. The officer asked him to call his family. He said he was an orphan with no family left in this world. The officer felt pity for him and let him go. The last wish was from the crying woman. She wanted to cook a meal for the person she loved, but she had long since forgotten what they looked like. Joey told her she could cook for him. She agreed. That day, she prepared a whole table of food. After dinner, Joey told the ghosts, "Your wishes have all come true. You can leave in peace now." When Joey woke up the next day, all the ghosts had truly disappeared, but he felt lonely again. He took out a lunchbox and shared it with the girl he liked. She asked, "Everyone makes rice balls with spinach. Why do you use celery?" Joey said, "Because my mother told me celery is good for the blood." But the moment he said it, he froze completely. Memories from his forgotten childhood came flooding back. That woman was his mother. With that realization, he ran desperately back home. All his memories were coming back. The young boy was his older brother. Taking him to see the animated movie was a promise his brother had made. The elderly alcoholic was his beloved grandfather. The smoking man was his father. Years ago, his whole family had gone on a road trip to the seaside, but a big truck crashed into their car. The vehicle spun out of control and plummeted off a cliff. Everyone died. Only he survived because his mother had protected him with her own body. He lived, but lost all his memories from that day forward. When he returned home, the house was empty. The grief of losing his family completely overwhelmed him. Just then, the ghosts that had left came back. His brother comforted him not to cry. His grandfather told him to love sincerely. His father told him never to smoke again, and his mother apologized for leaving him for so long. Finally, his mother embraced him tightly just as she had when he was little.